birthday to you. Happy birthday. No, it's not very birthday of you. Birthday on the head. Happy birthday. Yay! Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Hey. Oh, well. Very birthday spirit of you. But also happy birthday. I love you so much. Go kill. So this is going to be the teaching room slash work room, the main office area. And currently it is incredibly yellow, but we have some nice pine doors, which I think I do like. I wasn't sure. I thought I might paint them because everyone who I see on the internet who is doing this type of thing seems to paint them, but I like them. I think they are very brown and nice. Something that's a bit of an issue actually in this room is there's this molding on the wall. It doesn't look that bad on camera, I don't think. There's this up here as well. And it would have been nice a long time ago, I think. But now it's been painted over so many times that it just looks like... The word I want to use is blobulous. It looks blobulous. I'm aware that's not strictly a word, but you know, it just is, it's blobulous. So this is the nice big window here. Can you get, I don't think you can get any sense of scale. I'll go stand next to it so you can tell. Nice big window. I think next we'll go for the worst room because that's always nice. It is the bedroom. If you are a fan of mold and dirty carpets, maybe if you like horrendous wallpaper that is bubbling off, then this is the room for you. So we've got a bit of damp in this corner here, and it's not good, and I've started taking the wallpaper off, but it's just all crusty and rank, and we're obviously going to have to just start again with this room, but we're trying not to spend too much money because it's become incredibly clear, considering the interest rate on a mortgage, although we've got a very good deal. Every bit of money that we put into our mortgage to pay it off early is going to save us a considerable amount. So we're just very aware that every pound that we spend is a pound we're taking from the mortgage interest monsters. So we're trying to do everything on a budget and deciding exactly what needs to be done, but you know, moldy, horrible. The bathroom is really weirdly laded out. Laded? Not a word. A very nice little lighthouse switch. That's how the light turns on. Like a lighthouse. We have a mirror right next to the toilet, which is the best place for a mirror. We've got a shower, bath situation, sink, and then right next to it this cupboard with the boiler in. So there's going to be a better way of optimizing the space, but we're probably not going to pay to get that done. So I'm thinking I'm going to introduce some of the plants in here. Which reminds me, actually, one of the things I haven't told you about in all this time is that I've gotten myself a hell of a lot of new plants, and I'm very excited because, well, guys, they're still alive. That's why I'm excited. I've become some sort of natural goddess of green. My surname is Green, Carmen Green. I know I'm Carmen Elaine on YouTube, but I am Carmen Green. So it's all coming together. The surname is finally something that makes sense. It suits me now. It suits me now. I was Carmen Dead Plants before. No longer. Then this is the living room here. This thing, every time I walk past, makes a sound and then sprays me with stuff, and it's becoming quite frightening. There we go. Yeah, the walls are fine. I don't like dado rails though. There's a nice window here, but it is very small for such a big room. So what I'm thinking is like a really cozy space, keep it really cozy. I want this to be a nice big projector wall. And then I'm gonna have like, I wanna buy loads of board games and have it a proper little like cozy den of niceness. So I'm going forward with this one. I think when you don't have much light in a room, you really have to kind of sort of build everything around it. So there'd be no point in having this as the workroom because it's gonna be kind of dingy. But if you try and sell it as cozy and nice, then it's gonna be okay. This is the kitchen. It is small-ish, but a good size. The kitchen we have at the moment is really big. It's a really, really big kitchen, which is lovely, but you know, you have to clean it, and it takes quite a lot of time. And I'm thinking this will be a better size, because even in the kitchen, we don't cook together, me and Charles. Everything's just very like bog standard, so I would really like to get a new kitchen. But again, it's the whole finding out exactly what your budget is, because the less money you spend now, the more quickly you can pay the mortgage off, and then the more money you'll have all in all. And we're kind of going for a sort of financial freedom type of life. Like, we'd rather be debt free in 5 years, and it's completely manageable, but we have to, you know, we have to keep on top of things. We'd rather be debt free in 5 years than, you know, end up paying it'll end up being an extra few thousand, even if we're debt free in 7 years. The actual amount of money that we'd have to pay because of the interest is quite a lot. We've got a fixed rate for 5 years, so that's the plan. If we can pay this off in 5 years, then we'll just be living the dream. Imagine not having to pay rent or a mortgage at the age I'll be, whatever that'll be. Oh my god. Oh my god, now I'm not going to think about that. Oh, young forever. So I'm using my old camera, and I forgot that it just stops recording, so I've just been chatting on to you, having a lovely time, and you had no idea. We'll have no idea what I said. Could have been it. It could have been could have been life-changing, but we'll never know. I'm so excited to be moving as a minimalist, because when I moved into my current apartment, I was, I think I was a hoarder. But I was a hoarder because I didn't know there was an alternative. Not that minimalist is the only alternative to being a hoarder, but the concept of getting rid of things had not occurred to me in my many years of life. So I had way too much stuff, and I decluttered and decluttered and decluttered, and then now I'm at a place where this is going to be such an easy move, and I'm so excited. Also, something that might be interesting is I didn't really discuss like how we landed on this decision, because we started looking at places, and there were loads of different options, and we really had to have a think about what our priorities were when we were choosing, because we fell in love with, it was an apartment, but it was more like a house. It was in this listed building in a really beautiful part of this town, and it was stunning. It was just imagine the best place ever. It was that. And we completely fell in love with it. We put in an offer, they accepted it, and it was amazing. We were so happy, and also a little bit confused because our offer was like considerably less than the asking price. And then we got outbid by a cash buyer, and we kept on upping our offer, but the estate agents were sort of saying, you know what, I think they just want to go with a cash buyer, so they obviously wanted a quick sale. So we didn't get that place, but I think it was a lesson to be learned, because it would have definitely been, it was the upper end of our budget, and the idea of us being debt free in a certain amount of time was not, it wouldn't have been enough. We would have been paying it off for years and years and years. And it was, you know, it was very much an emotional decision. We then looked at somewhere that was in a really nice part of town, a proper house, but it was a wreck, and it was in a really damp place, and there was loads of damp problems, but it was a beautiful old Victorian house. And if we had have bought that and done it up, we would have made a lot of money, and that was definitely something that was appealing. But you know, we're musicians, we don't know what we're doing, so I think we had to think really realistically. Like, it was lovely, and I watched so many YouTube channels of people doing up old Victorian houses and making them all pretty and doing everything on a budget, and, you know, finding stuff in skips and using that, and oh, it was so inspiring. But you know what, no, I'm not. I'm, one, easily stressed as we know, and two, you know, I play the piano. I write songs, I teach children. They're the things that I'm good at, and I think, although it's good to learn new skills, I think taking on, because it would have been a massive job. I wish I'd gotten, in fact, if I've got any photos, I'll put them in here. So I'm really pleased that we didn't end up taking that on. So that left us sort of considering, well, what is important to us, what do we want to do? And it was kind of, for me, I really, really want to see more of the world, and I really want
I really want to be relaxed, just day to day, enjoying life. Not relaxed in a lazy way, but relaxed in a kind of, I don't know, I just don't want to be stressed. I want to be happy, and I've learned now that I can be happy with very little. I think it's not usual to get somewhere smaller than you're currently in, but it was something that when we got back from Bali, I mentioned that we were considering, because, you know, we don't have much stuff. We have one cat, and eventually, you know, hopefully there'll be more of us in the family, but currently we don't need any space, we don't need much stuff. So I think going for that kind of, like, making your quality of life more of a priority is definitely something we learned through this process. That we learned that that's important to us, and, you know, everything worthwhile does involve sacrifice, but it's knowing what level of sacrifice that you're happy to work with. And for me, very little. I know that I don't need stuff, but I do need peace, and I need happiness, and I need a little bit of adventure. So yeah, this is probably my favorite space so far. I'm enjoying vlogging here as well. So soon there's going to be stuff, and it's not going to be yellow. Imagine that. It's such a weird yellow as well. It's almost like mustard. In fact, no, it's much nicer on the screen than it is in real life. I'm so excited for these rooms to start coming together. So yeah, if you are interested in how the rest of this unfolds, please subscribe. And I hope you are well, and have a lovely day. See you soon. Goodbye.
Branded, your position, heartfelt, social condition, not bad, but I have it any other way. Day and night, it's not the same as being